Well, Christmas is coming up, and you might be thinking a telescope for those space junkies out there. But Dave Humphrey from the Lima Astronomical Society is in saying maybe that's not the best idea.
No. A lot of people that buy a telescope are interested in the idea of having a telescope and using it, but if they really think about it, they're not ready for it. They don't want to spend the time to learn how to use it or to go outside and use it. So there's a lot of reasons that people shouldn't buy a telescope, especially for Christmas, for somebody else, because they don't know all the different types of telescopes. They don't know what the different types are good for. They don't know what the person they're buying it for is really interested in. You know, there's a lot of things that go into buying a telescope that a lot of people don't know.
A lot of factors. And it can be a very expensive purchase, too.
It can be. The cheap ones, most of them are junk. They are hobby killers because they're hard to use and they don't stay on an object. You know, there's a lot of reasons that you shouldn't buy a cheap telescope.
Yeah.
The expensive ones, you know, they have a learning curve too. There are some automatic ones out there that are nice, but they're expensive.
Yeah. So let's get some optional ideas like that for Christmas,
Right.
for those people that want to look up at space.
So what we recommend for a ranked beginner is one of these planispheres that I'm showing right here. And what it does is you tell it what time and date it is, and it'll show you the sky for that particular time and date. So we recognize that as one of the main tools for a beginner to learn the sky. And a pair of decent binoculars, they don't have to be expensive, they don't have to be, you know, they shouldn't be real cheap, but, you know, $30 to $60 for a pair of binoculars and one of these planispheres, these can be had for $15 to $25. Get a plastic one if you can, because they'll last. You know, it's kind of dewy and damp outside at night when you're using it, so the cardboard ones fall apart. So we recommend binoculars and one of these for the beginner's tools to learn astronomy.
Yeah, and you did mention binoculars, so binoculars won't set you back too much as well, right?
Right. Like I said, $30 to $60.
Yeah. Now, also, maybe another idea that you had mentioned to me before is probably an app.
Right. So there are a number of apps for smartphones, and I've got like 3 or 4 of them on my phone. Stellarium is a good one for beginners. There's a lot of different apps. If you have an Apple, I don't know what the apps are for there, but some of them are for both platforms. But the apps, we've been seeing those out at the observatory, people bringing them for a long time, you know, 20 years, I think.
Yeah, and those definitely are not going to break the bank either.
No. A lot of the ones I use are free.
Oh, there you go. That's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a great way the apps are a great way to learn the constellations as well, and the stars, what they're looking up outside, you know, besides just the moon.
Right. The planisphere won't show you where the planets are because it's made for just the stars, which don't change. The planets change their position every month and throughout the year. So you'll need an app or something like that to find out where the planets are.
Yeah, do you recommend any good apps for?
No, like I said, Stellarium is a good beginner one.
Stellarium,
but
okay.
There's a number of different ones.
All right, fantastic. So, yeah, so some great ideas for the people that are, you know, just love to look up and learn more about space. And you don't have to buy those expensive telescopes, so you can, you know, buy the, what is this thing called, a planisphere?
Yeah, planisphere.
Planisphere, or maybe one of those apps that you want to download. So fantastic ideas.
Right.
So perfect. All right, well, Dave, thanks for coming on today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right, well, don't go away. We're going to look at the weather forecast next.